Hey everybody, it's me, your girl V here at Dolce Blossom Boutique, and I get to sit next to Debbie Whyte, who is a registered national certified art therapist, and I'm so happy to have you here today, Debbie.
Thank you.
Let's just kind of jump right into it. Why don't you explain to us a little bit regarding what is art therapy?
Okay. All right. So art therapy is a therapeutic use of art making within a professional relationship by people who experiences illness, trauma, or challenges in living, and by people who seek personal development. Through creating art and reflecting on the art products and the process, people can increase awareness of self and others, coping with symptoms, stress, and traumatic experiences, enhance cognitive abilities, and enjoy life-affirming pleasures of making art. So as an art therapist, I am a professional that's trained in both art and psychotherapy. I am knowledgeable about human development, psychological theories, clinical practices, spiritual, multicultural, artistic traditions, and the healing potential of art. So I use art in treatment, provide consultation to allied professionals. I help professionals who heal others, help them to find their own self-care rituals so that they can continue to help others and not burn out. So lessen the burnout factor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So even you run a business and other entrepreneurs, you need to do self-care, right? Sometimes you tend to work 7 days a week, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you might need to come to me to say, hey, I need a little help in coping with balancing work and life, right? So therapy is not just for people who are been victimized or have mental illnesses like schizophrenia, depression, anxiety. It's really open-ended. Yes, we want to help people with depression, anxiety, and we tend to deal with a lot of trauma-based clients with trauma-based experiences. But if you just need coping skills, dealing with time management, personal development,
absolutely,
therapists can help you as well. We're an objective here. We're not that family member or friend that you fear is going to judge you or anything like that. So that's why I want to encourage people, especially people of color, because traditionally we're not known to go to a therapist. But I want to open that door and make a bridge. Like everyone can utilize a therapist, and it doesn't have to be long term. It could be short term.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about where you're located. I think that would be another great thing to address because you're not too far from the boutique.
No,
actually.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're
literally a hop, skip, and a jump.
Right.
Well, I am actually a Claremont resident and business owner here. So my private practice is located in the old schoolhouse behind Trader Joe's.
Okay.
Lots of parking available. That address is 415 West Foothill Boulevard. Basically, that's where I hold all my sessions, I wear a couple of different hats we can talk about.
Gotcha.
But that's basically where I am. And
you mentioned right now wearing multiple hats. You want to share with us what that means?
See, one of the things that I love about being an art therapist, I can incorporate so many years of experience in this profession. I have 20 plus years working in entertainment. I've worked at TV Land, Nickelodeon, in the production department, but my background, education-wise, is in graphic design.
Oh, okay.
So I am also an artist, and this profession encourages art therapists to do their art mediums as well.
Okay.
So I'm an abstract artist. Whatever I feel, whether it be paint, collage, paper glue, it's at the moment. So as an artist, I'm always looking for ways to do my art, right?
Yes.
And it's great because I'm a pusher of art for everyone. I see how it's helped me heal personally, and it's something I'm very passionate about. So I'm always pushing art with everyone. They're like, OMG, do you just live, eat, and breathe art? And I'm like, yes!
Yeah.
So besides being an artist, and an art therapist, I wanted to have a private practice where I'm a non-traditional therapist, right?
Okay.
So yes, I want to do the art therapy, but I also know that not everybody wants to see a therapist, but people might be looking for a therapeutic way of dealing with life. And so I decided to incorporate me, the artist,
Okay.
plus me, the art therapist. And what I did was create a business called Art and Body Wellness,
Okay.
where it can encompass me as a therapist as well as me, the artist. And what I mean by that is I've created workshops called Zen Art Workshops, where you're going to get a therapeutic benefit of using art just to take some time out to recharge and renew.
Okay.
I have that happening pretty much every Saturday from 6 to 7
Okay.
at my location in Claremont.
Gotcha.
And you can go on the website, which is artandbodywellness.com. The and is spelled out.
Okay.
And then you can see a schedule, what's happening. And then you'll see what art form we're going to do that Saturday. And you can commit to whenever you want. It's not something that's very consistent, but you can come at your schedule.
Gotcha.
I have clients that come every Saturday. Like, they've been with me for a year and a half. And pretty much it's been awesome to see their development as well, because they're a couple and they want to have an activity that they do together.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's open to co-ed, men and women. All I ask is 21 or older.
Okay.
Then I also have Sip and Create.
Okay.
So this is also on my artist hat, right?
Gotcha.
So Sip and Create is unlike any paint party that's out there. It's great.
Right.
I'm an abstract artist, so I know what it's like to just be immersed into the process of creating your art, not necessarily making it look like everyone else.
Okay.
So I decided to create Sip and Create pop-up
Workshops.
paint parties,
Paint parties.
right? So I use bleed-in tissue paper.
Okay.
It bleeds the color from the tissue paper. I give like guidance and suggestions that show samples.
Wow. Okay.
So this one material which bleeds the color from the tissue can be used in so many different ways. So I give a quick little guide how you use it, play some music, and watch people create. It is fascinating to watch people create their own stuff. To now I'm gonna have pop-up shows in boutiques such as here.
Yes. Okay.
And then as a therapist, I provide individual private sessions, as well as I have a women's group that started September 20th,
Okay.
and it's called My Voice,
Yes.
Whisper to Roar.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's an opportunity to, basically, it's an opportunity for you to develop your own voice, whether you're having trouble expressing yourself, so people hear you and get you and get, helping you set boundaries in the relationships that you have, to just developing your voice as who you are and accepting who you are as you are, because oftentimes we just have people telling us who we should be, right? So this women's group is about encouragement, uplifting, self-esteem, building,
Absolutely.
and doing it with other women, so you're not alone.
Got you. And is this something that you're going to do? You said you're starting this in September. Is this something you're going to do every month?
It definitely is monthly. Again, if I see the need for it to expand more, I can do every 2 weeks or weekly. But for now, I want to start off as monthly. It's the third Thursday of every month from 6:30 to 8.
And
an
at
hour
your,
and a half.
at your space here.
At my space, it's $30 per session.
Okay.
So, and it's limited to like up to 10 attendees.
I want everyone to have a chance
Well, I was just
to,
going to say, I think it's beautiful that the way you're structuring your classroom settings is that you're allowing it for you to be able to really connect and be with the people that are there and pour into them. I think that's really wonderful, because it becomes more of a personalized experience, which I think is really one. And something else that I wanted to touch up on with you, well, because all these courses or just these workshops and what you're creating is essentially for the well-being of the woman, like the wellness of her. And you talk about
accepting
the voice.
her body.
Yes.
Her voice is also accepting her body, accepting herself in her own skin.
Right.
Maybe this woman grew up, too many women that I've met grew up where people constantly criticized them. And now you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, still dealing with those criticisms. You know, I often say to a lot of my clients, you know, we're so hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up because perhaps someone was there criticizing us so much that when they stop, we continued it for them.
Man, that's powerful.
So it's about changing the narrative of the voices that we have within ourselves, the words that we say to ourselves, being more kind to ourselves.
But I feel like this is turning into kind of a therapeutic session. Just hearing you speak about, there's so much that you're saying that just resonates with me, and I'm like, it's just so powerful, and I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're part of the community. I'm happy that Dolce is going to be able to serve you as well, and to be a platform to raise awareness, but also highlight and promote what you're doing.
Right.
Because I think about self-care, and I know many of us women, we enjoy the pedicures, the manicures, getting our hair done, and that also makes you feel good about yourself. But what you're providing goes deep.
Beyond that. I think the women's group would be an addition to that.
Yeah.
So let's say that third Thursday of every month is when you decide to do your manicure, pedicure, and go and talk about.
Right.
And these groups are based in art therapy. So we're going to do an art directive that's going to promote the discussion. That's all around the discussion. So you're going to leave there being more mindful.
Yes.
So I want to touch upon, a lot of art therapists have their own niche, right?
Okay.
Niche.
Uh-huh.
My approach is always from a mindfulness approach, which means I want people to always check in with themselves.
Okay, checking in with themselves.
Always checking
Gotcha.
with yourself, showing self-compassion. Whether it be positive affirmations, to art journaling, which I do give a lot of homework sometimes to my clients. I'm like, I want you to keep an art journal, because long after our session's over, things might come up. I want you to have a place to put that. Whether you choose to write in this art journal, or do a collage, or both, combination of, write a poetry.
Right.
Maybe just splatter it with a color that bothers you that day, or that color represents your feeling for that day.
An emotion.
Exactly. Whatever it is, I'm always going to encourage people to keep art journal, right? So I want people to just check in with themselves, because when we do that, then we can make better choices.
Right. The other thing that I kind of wanted to highlight, I feel like it's kind of twofold, is also the movement of women entrepreneurship that's taking place within the community of Claremont.
Yeah.
And the power that's behind that, and seeing different collaborations going on between different businesses. It's beautiful because we're stronger when we come together, when we pull together.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, I know that with many of your workshops, that you are also you're planting yourself in different locations. You mentioned Upland. You're going to be hosting something there in Upland.
Right.
You're going to be here in Claremont. You're going to be here at Dolce as well.
Right. I'm an artist, but I'm always going to push art as a therapeutic way. Even icebreaker, first dates, it's a fun activity to do, right? So I'm going to be in Upland on September 14th from 5 to 8:30 at Whyte.
Okay.
Any of this is missed, can be found on Facebook.
All your platforms.
Yeah, all my platforms, which we'll tag. But I'm also going to be doing one here in October, and we'll be talking about that a lot. And I'm looking forward to that too, because your shop is just so cozy and comforted that alone is a great platform, right? And when you add the whole shop and sip and create, it gives people an opportunity to come out and just take care of themselves, right? Take that moment to say, hey, at Blue-Eyed Girl, I've been meaning to buy some things for myself.
So Debbie, it was a joy having you here today, and just kind of hearing from your heart a little bit about what you're doing with your business and your passion for collaborating, but also working with people. I think it was important for your message and what you're doing for it to be, put out there for others to hear.
Well, thank you, and I so appreciate your support and encouragement. And you have no idea what it means to me, but being new to the community, your support, Amanda from Shoe Stories and Claremont Chamber of Commerce, I mean, all the businesses that I've met at the networking event.
And because we believe in what you're doing, and I mean your passion is just coming out. As we've been talking, I could just, you light up. I could see that you really love what you do.
Oh, I do.
So that always helps in any kind of business. You want to be able to connect with people that really enjoy and love what they do.
Exactly.
Well, there's a lot going on here in Claremont, all the local businesses, boutiques, restaurants. You also mentioned the chamber as well. So much going on, and Claremont is definitely a destination spot for you to come and visit. Come and visit us here at Dolce Blossom Boutique. You can find us at our website at dolceblossomBoutique.com. Also our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. We look forward to seeing you here at one of our events, maybe possibly for Debbie's event as well. In the meantime, you guys have a great and a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.